running out on a swarm call, and I am starving. I hadn't had anything to eat all day. I want to hurry up and get there. I don't have time to really stop for anything good, so I'm just going to snag a quick snack and be gone, my friend. Got my first swarm call of the year. I'm headed down to get them off the roof of the hospital. The wind is kicking. I hope they're still there when I get there, and I hope they cooperate. I don't have my BVAC with me, so I got to try to wrangle them into a box, see if I can find the queen. Wisdom says bring the BVAC, but fly by the seat of my pants mentality that I have says just go down there and improvise if you need something. We'll make a quick lap around and see if I can spot them for myself before I call anybody. I couldn't find them on my own, so I got some direction and had to check in and get a badge and some keys. They're behind that little round thing right up on the corner. Did I get it?
I don't know, he's supposed to. Watch it, you might want to step away from that door because he'll.
We gotta go up that ladder there with the box. Are we going up on the second roof or just this roof?
Let me see. It's this roof right here, I think. So I'm pretty sure. It's this roof.
Oh no. Leaning over this wall ain't good for me. I got, I'm shaking. Can't hardly hold the camera. That, you don't get any better than that, any luckier than that. Blessed. I laid this frame on top of the swarm against the wall there, and the queen walked onto the frame within, there she is, within just a few seconds. Look how bad I'm shaking trying to get her in there. Might put the camera down and grab her. What an absolute blessing to catch the queen first shot. Can you believe I got the queen that quick? I can't believe it. I gotta watch them all march in, and it's a huge swarm. It's thick on that wall. That box ain't big enough. So I may have to try to lower this box to the ground right here below me.
Get him, Randy, get him.
What's that, Randall?
Get him, son.
I'm getting them. They're finding their way into the box. It's gonna take them a little bit of time to settle in, and then I think I am gonna tie a rope and just lower them down. So sweet. Wow. And I got that screen bottom there all running under it. They'll figure out how to get into her soon enough. Look, they're all going airborne because they don't know where she's at. They'll get on that box and start fanning in a minute though. They got them popping off that wall like popcorn. There we go. They're all going airborne, now they gotta find her. That's what I'm talking about right there. Put them in the air. Look at that, isn't that amazing? Here's a bad thing about this right here is a literal tornado of bees over there that you probably can't see. There's a whole stadium worth of people at the windows watching. There's already been a few people on the roof filming. A couple dozen people downstairs in the parking lot watching. So you can edit for YouTube, but you cannot edit for real life. So if things go screwy with this, I can't show myself in town again. It's going all right. I got the queen was the important part. Put them all in the air and confused them. A lot of them went straight to the box, but the vast majority went airborne immediately and moved over about 100 feet, swirled in the air for a little while. Now they're coming back to the box. And so I'm watching, hoping and praying, giving them a little time. I'm gonna go back over there and check, make sure that queen cage is still taped up good. That's my cousin down there in the blue shirt. He said, "You sure know how to get rid of a crowd." All the spectators took for the indoors when the swarm went airborne. Been up here about 15 or 20 minutes now. They're settling down, but they're still flying a lot. I could box them up and leave with what I've got. There's not really enough left to worry about. But this just happens to be right above the doctor's entrance. Probably wouldn't be a good thing to leave a lost cluster of bees hanging above the doctor's entrance. Facing north, this is probably 8 or 10 blocks from the Gulfport CB base, and south of the hospital is Gulf of Mexico's beach is about, I'm guessing, 10 blocks. I got two options for getting down. One is to carry it across the roof, over that little ladder over there, down a ladder, about a 12-foot ladder, and then through the building, back out one of those doors over there. Probably not a good plan, so I'm gonna try to lower it down without dropping and busting it like a pinata. Just lowered the box down successfully. Now I'm going out. Four bullet holes in the car in front of me. License plate Big Dub. You know what that means when they got the bullet holes in the back? It means they got away. This was one of the funniest swarm captures to date. If you do swarm calls like this, they're always spur of the moment. You never know how long they're going to be there. They could be there an hour, or they could be there days. So when somebody calls and says, "Hey, I've got a swarm," you gotta, bam, you gotta be on it. And you don't get to pick if it's in a real private location, like somebody's little backyard, and only person watching you is the homeowner, or like today, when you literally probably have hundreds of people watching, and you're in a very public place where it could go south on you. So it adds to the adrenaline factor there. When they went airborne after I moved the queen, they just literally turned into a giant tornado of bees. Just, man, just a swirling tornado of bees that I couldn't control. Nobody's controlling. They're just doing what they do. And when they did that, everybody scattered. So I didn't know it. I had walked over away from the edge of the roof just to take a break and let them do what they were going to do. And I thought about coming down off the roof because it was pretty hot up there. And I thought, you know, I better stay up here and see, which was a good thing because I had put the queen in the box and they had lost her scent. It was why they all went airborne. So I had to open the lid and set her out on top and let them find her again. But when they all went airborne like that, I walked away from the roof. There was a couple dozen people standing around the parking lot watching. And when I walked back over there, there was nobody outside. And I thought, you know, that's kind of funny. I was just thinking to myself, this is when all the activity is. There's bees everywhere. And I guess they lost interest. Well, what happened was they all got scared and went back inside. That was kind of funny, but nobody got stung except for me. I got 2 stings, and it was only because I accidentally mashed one in my shirt and I accidentally grabbed another one when I was picking the box up. Overall, this went really well. Super packed box of bees. They're on drawn comb. There's 5 frames of drawn comb in there, but it's kind of dirty. I'm gonna leave the queen caged for 2-3 days. Let everybody else go to work, get the comb ready for her to start laying. Got a few things blooming right now. Tie is starting to bloom. The maples are still somewhat blooming, but you know, there's plenty of pollen around. Say hello. So long story short, I'm not going to feed them. There's plenty out there for them to get. They've got drawn comb. They can go right to work. She can start laying immediately. I'll go in and mark her and turn her loose in 2 or 3 days. Let them get busy.